Hello crew members, this is Thela Gaming, and I'm bringing you back online with the Planet Crafter. So, as you see here, we have a new type of rocket I just recently unlocked. This one is the, well, you can't see it right now, but it's the insect spreader rocket. Gonna give a little boost to that. Requires a little bit of bee larvae. I'll show you here. 3 bee larvae and tier 2 mutagen and osmium rod. So I had a few of those kind of floating around and made a few more bees in the process of making some more so I can get it back up there so we can give our bee insect population a bit of a boost. So you can see here it's instantly jumping up a lot faster now. So I'll probably launch another one of those once I get some more bees going in here. Have to go run around and grab I gotta get another mutagen and fertilizer. So now what was the mutagen in here again? Methane and sulfur. Okay, easy, those are right here. So finally got through all the mutagens I've been finding around the area. So get this going in here, make sure it sticks, and throw the bee in there for safekeeping. So I did get the ability to make some more frogs, the alpha frog eggs, and I did do a few improvements around here, such as making this thing, the honey cooked beans, which is only 50% health, but it does give us the water bonus, so we don't have to drink nearly as much. It's kind of annoying to have to constantly go dip into the lake. So I did add a few more things here. I brought up a few of these ecosystems, help a little bit with plants, a little bit of insects, and they do provide larvae and other things. So you can see these various butterflies kind of come up there. So got some of these frog farms. They're all littered all over the place. And I did find a fair number of those keys that for the wardens. Now, the problem with that, I realized, is they just kind of appear out of nowhere. They're cloaked. So I've gotten 6 out of, I believe it's 9 that we have to find. And I found them all over the place here. There was one, I think there's one right here in the center island here. There was one over here. Let's see. I believe it's over here. It's oh, it's right down here in the little sandpit area. There was another one kind of northeast here. There was another one that I just found that was right on this little island here. And I moved the teleporter to right outside of there, and I'll show you why. Because while I was out there kind of exploring, let me grab these explosives, I noticed a, there we go, a buried wreck. So the wreck is right over here with some more of this rubble that I need to drop this in here and, whoops, right click to use. So I brought 2 just in case, but it looks like there's a little bit of a wreck in here. Some more goodies. Don't really need the zeolite. I got so much of that stuff right now, so I'll just kind of dig through here a little bit and see what we got in here. Nice to find some of these things. Probably have some good stuff. I can always sell these, and I can use the rockets. Let's see, a little bit of circuit boards, and anything else down in here. If it's gonna be really deep, which I kind of doubt, but just in case, I'll always come back here and clean it out later. And if there's anything interesting, I'll report back. Bring you guys online for maybe another bonus mission. But, let's see here. Terra tokens, good stuff. Need silicon. That's used for a lot of things right now, and I need more miners up, so I'll be taking a lot of those. I got plenty of seeds. I got so many seeds all over the place. And I've been putting up some more of them forest deals that I can make a bunch of the different things. What's that? Blueprint microchip. Huh. Okay, let's see what that's going to be. That'll be interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of these chests here. Or Terra tokens. Terra tokens, nice. I did get tier 2 drones. I did get enough stuff to sell, and with the amount of swag finding in these various locations. Oh, there we go. Silicon and a blue chip for our trash can. Nice. Not that I think it's going to be any use. Oh, this was a big old mess hall. Can't break down anything around here, it looks like, but I already got the tables, so this was a large facility. So can't break down the door. Oh, hello. Look at that little guy. Huh. Well, I can't do any. Oh, I can take it. Animal effigy. Tilapina. Well, I am in the process. Ooh. Open the fridge. Can I deconstruct the fridge? Okay, cool. It gives you super alloys and methane cartridges. Well, I only need these things here. Don't need the second blueprint. Can't take any of this stuff. Can't break it down. I guess it's just for show. Can break down this countertop. Include a blueprint for it, so give me that blueprint. There we go. So kind of neat, kind of different. Make the place look a little, I don't know, homey. Give us a reason to use the massive amount of iron I'm finding everywhere. I also built a recycler too, so I can kind of, oh, look at this workout area. A little bit of water. Kind of like that other ship. Let's see, these are nothing. So I already got all those things unlocked. I look in here? Nope. There we go, now I can start making rare larvae. Which is odd, because I can make common and rare, but not uncommon. I noticed that there's, that might be a bug. Ooh, an access card. Don't mind if I do. When you're going around to the logistics system, uncommon larvae was not an option. If I remember correctly, I have to go back and take a look at that because I was looking for it. I could not find it anywhere. Can you get these like big TVs? No, you can't. Okay. I like this workout bench thing, this treadmill. Super alloy and circuit boards? Well, I guess I can drop all this iron that I don't really need. I can use the super alloy instead in the circuit board. What's that? Oh, is that a faucet? Magnesium super alloys for faucets? Really? Well, I'll just take that. Okay, so we got a few things. Double check that. Yeah, there's nothing. So it's a kind of a neat find. Unlocked a few more things. Kinda turned around a slight bit because I shipped off the oh, there we go, another 500. Might be another reactor to turn on in here, but yeah, I don't recall. Do we come in this way? Check the things for anything that we might have. Yeah. it's always the problem when you run into these things. It's like you don't really got a map of the internal structure. Break that down. Drop that iron. Get those tokens. Another blue chip. Oh, let's sacrifice one of those for that. There could be some really nice stuff. Ooh, hello. Guess we'll get rid of that. And unlock this. So we got a bunch of these. More Terra tokens. We'll eat that space food. Let's see. More Terra tokens. Another blue chip. These might be like copies of things we already have, but I guess we'll find out. Since they don't really say, like these ones will say they're faucets and stuff, so we're just gonna go unlock a ton of stuff. Let's see. Oh, here are all the Terra tokens. Not a heck of a lot. But, no volcanous things. I've been looking around for those things so we can have some fancy trees, but they're the only ones. Oh, we just unlocked tier 2 beehives. Time to upgrade those. So, I guess we can head on out since this place might be, mostly tapped out. Yeah. So, let's see if I can navigate myself around here. Takes too long, then I'll bring you guys back online when I'm... Oh, is this it? It must be. It's kind of off to the side there. Yep, there we go. Good, good, good. So, I'll just go teleport back home and show you a few more things after we break out all of these. So, faucet, treadmill, countertop, fridge, trash can, flare, okay. Drone visualization rocket. Ooh, get to see those probably from the map screen. Vehicle tier 3 inventory increase. Oh, and this tier 3 speed increase. Excellent. So, let's take a look at this. And what's the visualization rocket gonna take here? Drone visualization. Well, all I need now is a super alloy rod, which I think I might have here in a little bit. So see, you can see here, I got the recycler. You just take the one thing that you want to break down in the back here, and it pops out the components. So I did that with a bunch of the tier 1 drones, and I replaced them with the tier 2 guys. They're a lot faster. So let's see here. Do I have? I do. Okay, let's go send that drone visualization off into its merry spaceway. Drone visualization. Alright, and off we go. So, I'm assuming after that goes up, we should be able to see the drones from the map. So, interesting. So, I can go get some tier 2, tier 3, yeah, speed. 300%, that would be wicked fast in the inventory. Well, it already has a good sized inventory. I'm gonna have to make 2 of these guys. I'll take a little bit because that takes quite a bit of stuff. I can afford with the fabric now. And the last, after I sent off the broadcast for that bonus portion previously, I've had about 3 pulsar meteorites come crashing down. Nearly got whammed by one because I heard it coming up behind me, and I turned around and looked, and it was coming right at me, so I barely got out of the way before it hit me. But yeah, each one of those drop about between 3 and 5 pulsar quartz that I could find. It takes a while for them to dissipate, so I got a lot of pulsar quartz now. And so I'll be able to make more reactors if we need to. More, let's see what takes the pulsar. Definitely some more of these teleporters. And, you know, like in the portal generators, I don't think you need more than one. But we're moving pretty good now. This is starting to move up quite faster since I did send up some heat rockets, and I can probably do that a few more times to really speed things up. And I believe we get into the terraforming equilibrium where it's at the highest it's going to get. So I think that's going to be a little ways, since the terraforming index is still building up, and we unlocked everything other than just for the generic terraforming stuff, which will take, still got a little ways to go. We're about halfway there, I think, a little bit more than halfway there for the DNA shelter. Speaking of DNA, I did go out often, I think this northern section here, like somewhere around here, and I was on top of one of these structures around here, one of these like tall things, and I found a Warden Key as well as a box, and it had a little bit of DNA in there. So when I get that DNA, what is it? It's at the very end here, I think. Was it over here? No, it might have been here. There you go, the genetic sequencer. I'll be able to use those, but that's quite far out. You can see that we're only in 20 of that index, and it needs to be at 52. So we got a little ways to go. I might send off another insect rocket, since that's flying really fast. Instead of the insects is really good. The B1 doesn't give nearly as many insects. Yeah, only 15. So what does this tier 2 need? Well, I'll probably just break this guy down. I gotta take the honey out of it. Take that down. I get the bee. Oh yeah, and the only thing we have to do is add some bark, and then upgrade that from tier 1 to tier 2. That's easy. So I'll do that right now. I'll eat that honey while I'm at it, because we got so much of that stuff. Got one of these things just full of it. One of these ones was full of it. At least I thought it was. Yeah, here we go. Look at all that stuff. I had a lot of these on like on AutoCraft, so I can make like a bunch of. Whoops. Oh, whatever, it doesn't really matter. But because I was making cookies, and the cookies would let you run, and you can try to sell them. But I got the fabric thing kind of going right now, and I'm getting so many of these rods and stuff that I actually have a cave that's getting uranium. So with the tier 2 boys running around, which, do I see them? Yeah, there they are. Cool. They're kind of buzzing around a little bit. You can see them kind of spinning around. That's kind of cool. Kind of neat. I forget how many I made, because I did break down the tier 1s, and I more or less replace every tier 1 with a tier 2 that was currently in the station at the time that I could break down. So let's get one of, oh, I already got one of those. Let's make that tier 2, which I think is, what is it? It's a squash and an algae. So I did start squash again. You can see there's a bajillion of these eggplants in there. And I did upgrade that algae. So, I did forget to tell it that we wanted algae. But yeah, oh, there is uncommon. What was it that I couldn't find? Was it rare? No, there's rare. Okay, well, whatever. Maybe there was an update, because I swear I couldn't find that. Anyway. It is... where are you? There we go. So we should see a bunch of them go flying out now. Uh-huh. There they go. Alright, so let's see. There we go. So let's get a tier 2 beehive going out here. It's gonna hold a few more. I'm gonna have it supply everything. Oh, right. And then take this one out. Takes so little, it's like, whatever. I don't really care. And another squash. There we go. So yeah, see, they are filling up the squash because I do have some growing. So, oh yeah, see, now they're filling up that algae thing like crazy. So, all right, only to the methane. And 2. There we go. Easy upgrades. Let's see. I need a bark. So let's go. Okay, I was like, what the heck is that? It's a butterfly just hanging out in the place. I guess we could just throw the beehive over here. And there we go. So let's see, are we getting any difference in the... Yeah, a little bit. It's sped up. So we just need to make another couple bees, 2 more bees. Takes 3, so have to go keep an eye out for another uncommon larvae. But let's see if these things actually made one. No. Got another one somewhere. Here it is. Kind of put it in between. Nope, just more common stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna throw these all in this thing until it gets full, and then I might just start tossing them outside or whatever. Won't be a real major reason for that. I did actually make a what is it? A shredder, somewhere around here. Ah, here it is. Yeah, there's the shredder. So if I don't need a particular something, I can just toss it in there. But I mean, like, it always feels like there's a need for something, you know? I don't have any place for the trophies. This thing, so there you go. You're gonna be the mascot of the storage room. So let's see. Is there anything else I did? Not a heck of a lot. I didn't jump into any other portals recently. I've been too busy kind of getting the building up these ecosystems and the amphibian farms. I did put some fish farms back here. So I kind of added, I forget if I showed you this, but I added some stuff here with the storage for all the various eggs and phytoplankton that thing out there gives. And I did make a kind of a little dock area where I got some fish farms out here. So I just added some, because I didn't unlock a ton of different type of fish yet, so these are kind of just out here helping a little bit with the animals. But it's not super fast. You can see here where the animals are actually in the tonnage now, and they're doing pretty good. So hopefully the insects will jump up. Plants, I believe, was done. Or maybe it's stagned and I have to go. Only one more thing to unlock, and that's the Serena butterfly, and that will be done in about 2 kilotons. So it's very slow. I did add a few more tree farms out here. I added one kind of off in this direction, Yeah, with the mushroom trees, and then this one with these kind of cool looking trees, and this one over here I just recently planted down. I don't think it actually has anything in it yet. Yeah, not yet. I was getting a tree made, I think. So let's go take a quick peek back here to see if I actually started that. If not, I should probably grab some bark, because I know I'm going to need it for that if I didn't actually start it. So let's see, right in here. Aha, there it is. So I might go fire off another plant rocket just to finish that thing off. Yeah, there we go. I wanted to expand the forest out to just this little area. One thing I noticed is these warden things. You notice out here there's all these golden frogs? That's a rare one. Oh, there we go. I was looking around here and I'm like, there's a lot of golden frogs out here. And I did not put any sort of thing out here to help with that, so I searched around. And you know, because it's kind of like, it's almost like a little indicator that there's something around here, you know? And I forget if it was around here or not, because I'm trying to remember exactly where those things were. And you can kind of... The thing is, you're moving around so fast, you kind of have to almost like watch where you like, you have to kind of turn around. But because I found a fair few, and I don't think they disappear when you take the key from them. Aha, see? You can see that glow. And I already grabbed that one. So see, that's how they kind of show up. Is they're cloaked and they just kind of shimmer in front of you. So I think I did fairly good with discovering where they're at, because I travel around and I just look for areas that are either hard to get to or look a little bit out of place. And see, there's the teleporter back home. And the other one I found is back over here, at least in the local area. Is over in this area where there's this huge thing, and there was like that island out in the middle. That's where I found another one. So you can see it there. And it's almost like they recloak when you disappear, when you leave, and then they come back after you get within distance. I'm not entirely sure, because I definitely found that one. I took the key because you could see that it was empty. So I am still on the hunt for those things. It's one of the major things I've been doing, other than just trying to get more of the bugs and bees and frogs and other things. You see, this is kind of a neat oasis with a lot of bugs flying around, so it makes me think that there might be one like floating nearby. Or I don't think they're underneath the water. I haven't found any underneath the water. But yeah, just keep an eye out for areas that look a little different, like those frogs. As soon as I saw those golden frogs, I was like, I'm thinking that there's something around here that is warden related. Ooh, I can take everything there. I'm gonna break them up. So I don't really spend too much time, like you see, this looks like Warden-esque stuff. I mean, like old structure things, but there's nothing around here, so. But yeah, just keep an eye out. And then go to those coordinates with a bunch of them and see how many more we need to get. And like, haven't found any in this big desert yet, so I'm assuming that in each kind of biome there's going to be at least one. But I mean, I found 6 so far, and there was a lot of them just within walking distance, without having to spend too much time flying around. Like some of them were high up on like plateaus and stuff. Especially in this area up to the north here, where they had past this, and there's all these like high areas that, like where I found like those plants before, one of them spawned up there. So after I got the key, I was able to start finding them, obviously, because can't do that without the key. They don't appear before you. They don't decloak. So you could be around them a dozen times and you'll never notice the thing, I guess is the point. But like, yeah, see, like areas like this where it's kind of fancy and a lot of stuff like this makes me think that there's like, maybe there's one around here somewhere. And you kind of see them shimmering come up before you, but I notice I fly around so fast that sometimes I nearly pass by it as it turns on. Yep, see, there's a golden frog. So makes me think that there might be one around here somewhere with that frog hanging around, because the wardens love their golden critters. But maybe not. Maybe just a frog is hanging out. In any case, that's kind of like a little bit of an update that I've been doing. Probably launch a few more rockets, and jump in the portal a couple more times maybe to see what I can do with that. But before too long, I'm gonna get that option to go off world once the index goes up, because you can see it's moving quite good now, and before too long we're gonna get some critters running around, some mammals, and hopefully we'll be able to have fun with them. So I think what I'll do is I'll leave it off here and continue my quest for the Warden Keys, and give you an update next time I find anything interesting with another broadcast, or maybe a bonus one, if y'all are for that. If you have any questions or observations, please do let me know, and I'll be happy to answer you in due time. So thank you so much for joining me today with our next foray, our next foray into Planet Crafter. We'll be soon able to go to one of these planets, I'm assuming, as the rocket goes up, and start to terraform these ones. But I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and again, thank you for your time. If you liked what you see, like and subscribe. This is Thaylok Gaming, signing off. Have yourself a great day. Bye for now.